My name is David Everett.
And I'm Stephanie Frazier, also known as Mouse.
Yeah, and we have the Red Door property, and we also have the Pensacola Historical Dream Cottages, where we've been restoring the western border of North Hill for the last 30 years now. It's our 30th year.
It is.
It is. So we've been taking these old houses that were basically run down and unlivable and putting them back into operation and making Pensacola beautiful one house at a time.
I love old things. Antique furniture, grandfather clocks, clawfoot bathtubs, classic cars. But my passion is historic homes. 20 years ago, this 1896 house was condemned. And with little money and no construction experience, I bought this house and restored it.
Back then, this part of North Hill was dangerous. Drugs, guns, robberies.
But that didn't stop me from restoring over 60 rundown and dilapidated houses. And when other visionaries joined in, we not only saved the neighborhood, we preserved a part of Pensacola's glorious past.
My name is David Everett, and I'm here to show you how to restore historical homes and how to save at-risk neighborhoods.
This is Pensacola Historic Dream Cottages.
Today we're at 500 West Gregory Street, which is at the corner of Gregory and W Street in downtown Pensacola. Right now it's kind of in a configuration where you can use it as a front and back apartment, or it's very easy to go back to a single family home. So let's take a look on the inside and show you all the bells and whistles that this house has. And this is the old traditional charm, the southern charm of these old 100-year-old homes, is they all had a beautiful front porch. Traditionally, this would be the living room of the house, and this obviously has a kitchen in it, but this is because it's in the duplex format. Now, if somebody wanted to buy a house like this, this kitchen would just go away easily, and put a door there to reconnect the house together. Now, the way it's set up, we've got these beautiful pine floors that we've restored, and these are the original floors from 120 years ago. And also the original doors, and some of the hardware is original. Now these fireplaces, traditionally, back in the day, a house did not have central air and heat, of course, back then. So they had to have ceiling fans and fireplaces. That's how they used to heat these houses. Every room would have a fireplace.
Right.
This one still has 4 original fireplaces, but we did modify them for the use with the ventless gas fireplace, which is nice. If you wanted to keep it in a duplex status, this has got granite countertops, it's got a stainless steel dishwasher and range hood, and of course, the stove and fridge would go here and here. And we have under the cabinet lights, and we put in, of course, we painted the outside, we painted the inside, and we put in the nice, new, wider plantation blinds. And of course, the ceiling fans have the cool medallions. And then we've got the kind of tropical looking with the little leaf blade ceiling fan. And of course, all of the house has the crown molding with the corner blocks that would have been indicative of something in the 1900s. And we even added all of the rosettes and stuff that you would normally see in some of the more ornate trims. And then the rest of the apartment's upstairs. So let's go take a look at the upstairs area.
Okay.
So we're upstairs.
Yes.
And the first thing you're going to take a look at is our really cool bathroom that we've done. It's got beautiful tile, new sinks and toilets, but it's got an antique clawfoot tub, like you've probably seen in other episodes that we've done. We've restored over 50 historical clawfoot tubs and put them back into use in these historical homes that we've been restoring over the last 30 years. So take a look inside. All right, so in this bathroom, we did new tile on the floors. We have the newer toilet that has the double flush, so you have the one flush.
For water economy, water
solids. And then we have a nice sink with that cool spigot that has kind of like a waterfall. And then the ceilings in this bathroom are still the original tongue and groove ceilings from 120 years ago. And then we always like using these kind of mirrored cabinets. So you have extra storage here, and you have the little baskets with extra storage as well. And then of course the clawfoot tub, with the shower kit. We have, like I say, put a bunch of these back into effect, and they're very unique. You have the little shower with the lift-off shower head and stuff. And we like to use this faux antique glass appliques and stuff a lot of times when you want privacy, but you don't want to have a blind or curtains because it's a wet area or something. So we use those, and it kind of emulates the old stained glass windows that they used to use back in the day. So pretty neat.
Very nice.
All right, you ready to see some bedroom action?
Sure.
Of course, we have the crown molding and the medallions and the new ceiling fans and the nice, plantation shutters. Back in the day, you didn't use closets, and they didn't build closets into these older houses because they were taxed on the amount of rooms they had.
And closets were considered a room.
More taxes. So most of the time they would use, chiffon-robes, armoire, furniture for their closet. And of course we just put in some closet space here, which it gives you a lot of space to hang.
Right.
But it's kind of indicative of the 1900 era where you actually didn't have built-in closets. This hallway leads into an area that I've always, considered an office. So you have more closet space in this area here, curtain closets and things. But you also have this large section here that would be a perfect little office area. But then you have this room over here that's either can be used as a bedroom, or if you're keeping it in the configuration that it's in now, this is the perfect living room. And of course we have the original doors, we have the crown mold, we have the corner blocks, we have the medallions, the new ceiling fan. This section is pretty much the entirety of the front apartment. So we need to go check out the back apartment next. So let's do that. All right, so over here, as far as outdoor living, just now finishing up the restorations. This could also be used as extra parking. You got an antique car or something, you can park this on the, actually probably two on the pad.
Yeah.
It's pretty large. So this could be a neat place. You could put water features out here. You can do, the different couches, have an exterior kitchen. We also have a nice covered parking area so your cars don't get baked. And there's another little patio area out here that you can have some chairs in the shade if you'd like. So, lots of little options for outdoor living. Now inside, we'll show you the back apartment. Now this kitchen, this is the original kitchen to the house. And there's a laundry set up here for you can either put stack washer dryers, or you can do the little stackable, front loads. And the ceiling in here is vaulted, so you have a lot of interest. We put in a skylight years ago. So it's a nice kitchen. It's got your single detached oven and microwave and the cooktop. And we've got a cool, commercially spigot that we just put in, which is nice. And then we added, of course, the newer blinds and things. So this way
Make our way to the rest of the house.
So this room, I guess, originally for the home was kind of like the dining room. And right now, this is in the configuration used for the living room of the back apartment. So you have, again, another ventless gas fireplace. There's, again, the original doors and stuff. There's a closet here. And we did, of course, the crown and the fancy medallions and the tropical ceiling fans. So let me show you the bathroom, because this is a really nice bathroom in here.
Nope, I'm gonna just hop in the shower here.
It's hot out. I was fixing to turn this on.
Great.
So we put in nichos everywhere, so you have places to put your shampoos. We use the nice oil bronze accoutrements here. This bathroom sink that we did, that was actually from a friend of ours that we kind of restored. And it's got the same opening glass front, bevel glass cabinet. And the toilet here has this little side flush, and it's the one that has they don't sell those anymore.
Oh.
They have the ornate fluted base and everything. And to jazz it up a little bit, the toilet seat actually turns itself on at night and turns blue. It lights up the toilet, which is kind of interesting. And we got, again, the interesting ornate patterns of the faux antique glass. And then there's a bath fan up here that senses moisture and turns itself on.
Oh.
Yeah. So anytime you're in the shower or whatever,
it just automatically comes on.
Keeps everything moisture free. And so everything's been dialed in here with the little towel bars and the double towel holders over here, and then we even have little soap dispensers and stuff in place. And we built a nice
little bench
seat, so if somebody needs to sit down and, wash their feet. All of the floors in the entire house have just been completely restored. So everything old is still here, but all the function is new. So, so someplace you can come in and be comfortable and be safe and enjoy. So that's the inside and outside of 500 Gregory, 1900 home, 120 years old here in Pensacola, Florida.
This one is on the market for $395,000. Please feel free to give me a call, Stephanie, at 850-972-8511, or you can email me at stephanie@areddoorproperty.com.
You think getting dumped by text is harsh? Try getting dumped by a tennis ball. My ex-owner drove me out to the woods, yelled fetch, and by the time I bought the ball back, he was gone. Yeah, I was pissed. But the folks at the shelter helped me let go of my anger. I learned coping skills, like taking it to the hole. Boom! Now I'm ready to fetch again. But how about I throw and you run and get it?
We are at 2000 North Barcelona, and this is what we call the corner cottage, or the Barcelona cottage. This is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath that has an attached garage, and it sits on the property facing the park across the street. It's an unusual setting for a 1940s ranchy style. And so they have a lot of neat things that they did with this particular house. And the outside is done in the asbestos tile shingle. Those things, as long as you don't mess with them, asbestos is fine. You don't want to break it or cut it or saw it and breathe in the dust. But it is, on the plus side, it holds paint forever. I think we've had this house for close to 20 years-ish. I think we've had to paint it twice in that amount of time because this holds paint for a very long time. So let's take a look on the inside of this very unique 3-bedroom, 1-bath cottage. All right, so the inside of the corner cottage, again, that's kind of everything's kind of adjusted to the corner of the property. So you have a unique layout in the living room. It does have the beautiful oak floors, and we've recently restored these oak floors. And this is the original plaster walls in this house, the original windows, and the kitchen area. This one was kind of an interesting undertaking. The kitchen area we opened up to the living room area, so you kind of have like a show kitchen that you can, cook and watch, entertain guests, watch TV, whatever. And then we put in a little eat-in bar area so you can sit at the bar while enjoying the show, if you will. So we've got double ceiling fans in here. We did a bunch of different interesting lighting, placements. And then we have in this area, I'm going to show you, is kind of like a dining room or an office area, and kind of a unique piece. So this room, I've seen this used as a lot of different things over the years. Some people use this as a dining room. Some people use it as an office. I had a gamer, had a big old giant screen TV here, and he had his little gaming action going there. So that's a nice extra room to have. You could even, if you had a kid, a smaller child that you wanted to put a room in, you could put up a little partition wall and then have this as an extra child's room or something. Now over there, that used to be the outside of the house. There was a door there and a window there. And when you come into the garage, you would actually have to go outside to come inside. And I thought, why would you do that? So we put in the wall there and put in an exterior door there, and then just basically encase the door and windows. So when you come in through the garage, you're coming in with your groceries or whatever, and you're not going out in the rain or whatever like that. So that turns out to be very convenient. Nice big garage. Should we look at that next? Sure. Okay. Now this garage This is a nice tall ceilinged garage, but if you notice how they built this, they kind of built a brick wall first, and then they bolted the floor or the floor plate down to the brick wall. So it's got a little a moisture barrier there and everything. This is from 1940.
And they didn't have garages really.
Well, some of them did, but this was just a really well built one because there's no, because it's always high and away from moisture. So there's no wood rot. It's just in really, really good shape. And before we go to the bedrooms, here's the kitchen, right off of that little dining area. And this is neat because we went ahead and did oak stripping around everything. We did custom oak thresholds in here, oak threshing, and this is all real tile that we did. And so this kind of opens out into the whole, the living area, which is really nice. And we did the little oak strips with the shelves that we, built in. And this is some newer appliances we just recently put in. And so it's a nice kitchen overlooking your living area. And then there's some extra drawers and stuff in the island. So it's kind of extra storage is always nice. So anyway, on to the bedrooms. One neat thing that you'll see in a lot of the old 40s homes is these built-ins and these built-in shelves. This one has some actual glass doors that are right now in the garage, but they can be put back in. It's almost like a little trophy case or a display case.
Right.
All these are neat. People don't do that anymore, and it's kind of neat to keep that and just kind of accentuate it if you can.
Right.
Now on to the bedrooms. So in this house, the bedrooms, there's 3 bedrooms, and the 2 of them are a pretty good size for a 40s home.
Right.
A lot of times they were a little bit more compartmentalized and smaller rooms. One of the other things that was kind of neat about this house is your 40s closets were like 2 by 2. They're pretty small. This one, whoever did this, because this is all, still the plaster walls and nothing has been changed. They put in regular size closets for normal houses. So they were really thinking ahead when they put the bigger closets in, and they were just being creative when they did the little corner tilt to the park and the way they built the garage in off the little brick wall and everything. It's just a well thought out, build here. So 2 of these bedrooms are exactly the same size, and then we have one smaller one traditionally. A lot of times the smaller ones, we like to take those and make those into a bathroom or extra closet space or, 3rd bedroom. Let's take a look. So 2nd bedroom.
Just like the first.
Exactly like the first, just next door, same, nice size closet. And of course we got the ceiling fans throughout and everything. But this is a very nice size for, you can put a king size bed, whatever you want. The 3rd bedroom, of course, it has the standard closet size of the 40s houses. And it's, especially since this one's on the angle, it's kind of got a little tiny, interesting
little angled closet.
Angle closet. So this would be a great 3rd bedroom or an extra, walk-in closet, because you can just bust through a wall, pop in a door, and then you have a master suite.
Right.
So, very flexible that way. So let's take a look at the bathroom. So the sink in this one's kind of a unique piece that we had put in. It's got the granite top and the bowl sink. Also, the mirror in this is kind of a neat, you push it and it actually opens up, and it's got storage in there. And then we use this really neat lighting fixture with some of the LED lights that actually look like the old Edison lights, and that's on dimmers as well. And of course we put in a new toilet. It's got the quiet closed toilet seat. And we use the same tile for the kitchen and for the dining room in here, so everything's contiguous. And we put in a towel bar, and then it's got the newer, entrance plumbing and everything. And then behind you, you've actually got built-in storage, just like that other little area that's got all the built-in places for toilet paper and towels and things like that. Exactly. So it's kind of handy. All right, so another neat piece of this is the actual outdoor space. It's got a big, nice yard, and there's a little deck out here and a patio, and we have exterior 110, so if you need to plug anything in, you have a dusted on light, and you have this really nice patio. You can set up maybe an outdoor kitchen. But you have a big chunk of land here, which is nice, and it's got lots of trees and azaleas and camellias, and that one's kind of shaped like a Mickey Mouse. And we have a brand new exterior air conditioning unit here as well.
Right.
So it's a nice, place you can kind of spread out a little bit. Anyway, and this one's going for how much?
This one's going for $185,000.
Okay, so that's awesome. And so how do they get a hold of you again?
They can reach me at Stephanie@reddoorproperty.com, or you can call at 850-972-8511.
All right. This is your Red Door property tip of the day. Now, if you're in a home that you're not wanting to sell, but you're not really super comfortable with the layout, and you might want to open it up, change it up a little bit, don't be afraid to do so. For instance, the wall in here, there was a wall across this kitchen separating it from the living room, and you can take those out. You can have a structural engineer come over and look at it. If it's not a load-bearing wall, it's super simple to do. And if it is a load-bearing wall, you can have your structural engineer design a beam to go across the top so that you can open it up and have a completely different feel to your living area. This just improved the feel of this house 1,000 times. So don't be afraid to move things around if you don't want to get rid of your house, or if you're just trying to fix something up to flip or something and you're doing it to increase your value. Don't be afraid to be creative and move things around. And when you take a wall out, you can kind of see what else you can do. So tip of the day, don't be afraid. So right now we're at 811 West Mallory Street. It's a historical neighborhood. It's not inside the Historical Preservation District, but it's right on the northern border of that, and it's a 40s neighborhood. This one we call Baptist Manor because we have the Baptist Hospital right over here. We've got a mother-in-law suite on the back of this, so if you wanted to live in the front and rent out the back, you get the lion's share of your mortgage payment paid for. The front section is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, and the back section is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, fully furnished. And it's a really neat piece. So let's go inside and check it out. Now, in the 40s, the city fathers wanted to have the garbage pickup from the back of the houses so that when they laid out this section of town, they laid everything out with alleys in the rear of all the houses. Well, of course, the garbage trucks are too big for that now, but those alleys are still there and operational. So everybody uses them for rear parking in the back of their houses. So you can always park in the back, in the shade, under those big, beautiful, we've got heritage oaks, magnolias, big azaleas.
Yes,
it's just a beautiful backyard. Let's go a little bit into the bedroom and bathroom section of this apartment and show you the rest of this. First bedroom to the right here it's a nice sized bedroom. Now in the 40s, this was the only thing they had for lighting. They didn't have the ceiling lights. We actually had that added later, but we did put in the dimmer lights on the sconces. And so we put the ceiling fans throughout the house. And this is all the original wood doors and the original hardware and stuff that came with the house in 1940. Same thing with this door here. It's the original doors, original hardware. And then we've got two other bedrooms, and we'll go this way. This is our galley kitchen, and if somebody needed to move some larger furniture in and out, you can actually move. This is on rollers, and then you can just roll this out and get it out of the way because we put a little corner there. And it's got the microwave range hoods, it's got the stove, the sinkerator, sink. All these have dimmable lights. We put a kind of a neat ceiling in that has the pressed ornate, patterns and everything. So, and then we also, of course, have the washer dryer. Some places in the 40s you'd have to go out to a,
the outbuilding.
Right here we have the washer and dryer in the front apartment, and we have one in the back as well. So on to the bedrooms. Second bedroom, of course, has the beautiful hardwood floors, and still has this one still has the beautiful historical doors and the hardware. And then in here, we've got a regular single hang closet. And then we have one more bedroom over here that is kind of a neat, it's a smaller bedroom. This is the third bedroom. I like this one. Somebody had painted clouds on the ceilings. I think this was his daughter's bedroom. It's kind of neat. We have another sconce with dimmers, another ceiling fan. This one has the old closet. So here's the original bathroom to the house. It's a 1940s bathroom. It's got the hexagonal style tile on the floor. The shower tile, we actually removed that and put in, because there was a big window here, and we took the window out and added the glass block for privacy, but keeping the natural light coming in. This has a dimmer on it, and that's the original light there with the old LED style bulbs. And it's got the original mirror with the filigree on it. And here's the sunroom. The sunroom, it turned out really, really nice. We did the nice tile floors and then had the glass and French doors put in. This is a neat room just for a library or an office or just to sit and enjoy. You can look out into this beautiful backyard. And it's nice. You can actually park right here. And then you have a couple of heritage oaks, and you have the state tree, the sable palm, and of course you've got the azaleas, and there's some Iliagnus there, and some camellia. So it's all these things will bloom at different times of year. It's really, really nice. Very peaceful back here. So this is the alley access, so you can just drive in here. You can drive right up to these doors, but if you're, have the back apartment, you're in the mother-in-law suite, you can actually park beside your door and step into the house, which is really convenient. There's a little sitting area here. There's a sitting area over there. So it works out real nice. And you have little flagstones to walk across to the front to check mail and stuff. But come on in. So, this back apartment is real kind of hidden. You don't even know it's here. You park off street, nobody knows you're home. It's just very quiet. We had one tenant that was here for like 6 years. Wow. It's very nice. But it's fully furnished. This one has a actual ventless gas fireplace. So if you're wanting to watch TV, we have a big screen TV here. You can sit in the wintertime and watch TV by the fire. It's very, very cozy. And we got the couch and the lamps, and all these are on dimmers. Then we got some cool lamps over here. So somebody can just literally show up with clothing and they have a place to live. Right. So the rest of the house is kind of unique. We've got the original kitchen of the home over here. So this was the original kitchen of the 1940 home. It's got the original cabinets and stuff. It's got a neat sink with the movable faucet. Right over here you've got a microwave, you have a little pantry, gas stove. A lot of people love gas cooking, so that's kind of a nice extra to have. And there's little storages coming through the hallway here. Everything is here, like dishes and everything set up, so they can just move right in. It's really nice. Bedroom's right over here, and I'll show that to you. It's got a full-size bed. We have a nice closet here with lights in there, and then we've got 2 little chests of drawers. So it's a nice, cozy little place. So people really seem to like it back here. Call it the hideaway. The bathroom has got a nice, what they call a Euro sink vanity that's got the rosettes and the fluted trim to it. The bathroom lights are all on dimmers. We have the dimmer lights above the actual vanity and dimmer lights in the shower as well. And the shower is a nice tile shower, and it has actual real stone in the bottom of the shower, which is really neat. So it's a very cozy little bathroom. And then the little stairs in this area, we did basically hand laid the terrazzo look on the little steps in the entry foyer. And then right behind us is the actual washer dryer. So everything's completely contained in here. So you've got all the stuff you need, just bring clothes. All right, so that shows several of the properties that we have. And these are actually the historical dream cottages that we've had for many, many years, that we are actually selling off some of those outlying properties. So if you've ever, seen our stuff on either TV or on our website, and you always wanted to have one, you have the opportunity to do that now, which is rare because we haven't done this. We don't sell these, yeah. And 2 of which are the ones we tell people to do is, having cash flow streams working for you and helping you pay for your property. And so the 500 Gregory and this one 811 Mallory. And so if you have any questions or you're interested in taking a tour of these properties, Mouse, tell them how to get a hold of you.
Yes, you can contact me at stephanie@areddoorproperty.com, or you can call us at 850-972-8511.
Awesome. All right, so until next time.